And I am live! Hello, everybody! Hello, everyone! Welcome to I Love Sketchup, issue 46! Requests to the max! And while waiting for the lobby to fill up, I'm going to classically work on my illustration for my comic book. Let's scroll down here on the layer section. Unfortunately, you don't get to see the layers because I like to keep those secretly hidden in the corner. I like to keep my layers nice, neat, and clean, though. Of course, I name every single one, put them all in the proper area, and put them in tiny little folders as well. I name the folders. I like to keep my my Photoshop nice and clean and tidy, because a tidy Photoshop is a happy Photoshop. Now, where was I? Ah, yes, let's make my sketch visible and move into the art. I'm going to go and make a new layer here. I'm going to call it Larka, so that way I know the character in which I'm going to do the line art to. At one point, I do plan on erasing or fusing all of my line arts together to make one single line art. It's just, while I'm working on this one now, I thought it'd be interesting to do it all separately, because I might move them around a little bit. As you can see there, I currently have a dark red, which is not the proper color used for my comic book. Although I do use it as the line art in my comic book, but specifically for when they're in some sort of a digital world or make-believe fantasy of sorts. That's going to be our little secret. Robert! Hey, what's up, Robert? How you doing, man? Ugh! Wrong eraser! I have to make that more solid and increase the opacity. Feels like today's going to be one of those days where I talk like this pretty much the whole entire time. A soft, soothing, sultry voice that'll get you off just listening to it. Get you off with happiness, that is. The happiness of art. Not too much, got off of work. Nice! You don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but what kind of things do you do for a living? Like when you say you got off work, like, I don't know, like you work at like a local 9-to-5, Walmart style, maybe a grocery store, maybe you work for a video game company, maybe you are the owner to Disney. You like to hang out and watch random live streams of people while eating popcorn and being like, look at this guy work. Don't listen to me, Robert. I'm being silly right now because I had a really wild day today. I did like my class of teaching kids and children how to draw, and it was a painting one with canvases and everything, and I'm not a painty individual, and I take public transportation to get around because I'm one of those kind of artists. I work at a Circle K as an assistant. Oh my goodness, I don't know what Circle K is. As an assistant, Circle K. When I think circle, the first thing I think of, and with the letter K on it, is that you make circlets for people's heads that they throw at people like Xena, Warrior Princess. Or Wonder Woman, actually. More accurately, Wonder Woman. We'll get your K-circle out by noon today, Mrs. Wonder Woman. Actually, you can call me Diana. Diana Prince. It's Prince, right? Yeah, for sure it's Prince. Come on. There we are. Now let's make this brush a little smaller. And add a couple more eyelashes. Why not? Let's get in there. Get in there with some eyelashes. Although I'll probably be erasing a lot of them, but right now I'm having a good time. So let's do it. Okay, she's really looking down on Dom, my main character, so let me just get that nose in there. She's not a happy camper. She's got a real dull face, this girl, so I gotta be careful about how I do her mouth. I want her mouth to be kind of like meh. But at the same time, I can't go all out here. Like, I can't make her mouth too big because it's small. She looks like a tiny little doll. Like, she got such a little doll face, and then she's 8 feet tall and she's like pretty muscly. Well, muscly. We'll say she's in just crazy good shape for her extraterrestrial, like in comparison to her extraterrestrial counterparts. Alright, Robert, is this something that... Wait, hold on. I'm going to wait like 2 more minutes, and then I'll draw you whatever you want me to draw you. It's going to be a classic Robert and Eric mess around today, man. I'm feeling it. Plus, I haven't really done a lot of sketches for this month, unfortunately. I only have one so far, although I did put like a lot of work into the one. It looks nice. And I'd like to put my pinup that I finished last month that I wanted to have in my Patreon, in the Patreon. I didn't because I want to make changes to it. Like, I keep looking at it, like I make it my background screen on my computer. And whenever I do that, like, I keep looking at it and then I'm like, okay, these are things I have to change. And there's like a few things I want to change on her, but I'm working on so many other things right now that I'm like, man, I don't have time to make these changes. Changes. Alright, let's bring this up a little more because, like I said, she got like a little small doll face. Here, that's cute. Let me just, this eye seems a little small in comparison to the other one, so let's just bring this in like that. Oh no. Wrong. Do. Move it in a little. Like this. She seems mildly frustrated or aggravated, because she usually is when she's just a serious individual. So many characters that are jokers. I've got to have some that are all about the business. But I don't like this. This one here needs to be changed just a bit. Let me just put this a bit more at an angle like that. She needs to look angry. Not like super angry, but just like, like, I'm gonna whoop your ass if you talk to me. Which naturally makes her the most loved character in my comic. Where is this? There it is. Boy face. Let's bring this up a little. Yeah, it's okay. I won't see it too much anyway. Alright, so I've got her face. Whoop. Let me just make it a little bit bigger, the whole thing now. Oh, that's good. That's good, that's good. Yeah, is this looking down at Dom? Yeah, it is. Good stuff. Because she is looking at him with frustration. Nobody talks to her girlfriend. No, she's not a homosexual. I'd say that none of my Verilix really are homosexuals. But it's weird, it's different. It's different in my comic. So it doesn't really work like that. Like, homosexuality kind of exists, but I guess because so many people are can be gender fluid, or I even have like characters that, you know, like, just because you sleep with another girl, it doesn't, like, I guess they all kind of swing both ways. Let's put it that way. This eyeball's a little weird. curses. Should have done that on that layer. Oh, whatever. Let's bring that in a bit. Alright, Robert, what would you like to see me draw today, man? I've waited long enough, and if I'm gonna like spend some time drawing something cool, then I'm gonna get to work on it now. Let's fill that up here. Let's bring that in like that. This is looking awesome, by the way. Thanks, man. I've managed to finish a few of my characters so far. I think it's gonna feel like a good video game cover. Hold on, maybe I can show you with the title. Boop. There we go. Maybe I can increase the sketch. Oh boy, you can't see the people down at the bottom so well when it's like that. But yeah, it'll look cool when I'm done, I think. It'll look like, it'll have the effect that I'm trying to give it. I still feel like her mouth is too big though. Like she really has a small mouth, this girl. Like I have characters that have big mouths, so might as well give some of them small ones. I draw a lot of my characters with big mouths, actually. There we go. That'll look good once I'm done coloring it in. I foresee things the way they'll be once colored in. Let's bring it down a little. There we go. Curses. I feel like this still needs to go up higher, and then I gotta make the whole thing bigger. Frustrating. Whatever. No, let's just bring this up. Curse her and her cute little doll face that I have to give her. There we are. That's much more doll-like. I just want this to be a little more rounded. There we are. Let's bring this in a little more like that. Okay. I'm not even going to see this. It's going to get erased by her hair, so I don't have to work too much on it. Let's try that neck again, but on another layer. Hey, do you want to do my OC Choosy? Sure, man. Hook me up with a link. Just gonna have one ear like this. Both their ears are gonna be hanging down because that's how I give my characters a lot more personality. That's too rounded, that ear. Let's try this again. I'm gonna bring it in like this. There we go. Especially since my Verelix have pointier ears than my Macopians. It's a small detail, but one all the same. Bring that up a little more. It's gonna be nicer like that. And this one, bit of a bigger brush. There we go. Let's put it at about here, I think. In comparison to that one. Yeah, like that. Okay. So it's almost the end of March. We're already March 19. What? It's on Patreon. Cool, man. I'll check it out in just a second. I'm just gonna add her earrings and then I'll go get it. Yeah, March 19th. Time's going by so fast. It was like my goal to finish this issue to my comic I'm working on right now by the end of March, but I won't be able to achieve that goal. Which is sad. Like, I really tried. But with like a new part-time job and I've got another job I work that I won't. Anyway, like, I just do tons of things. And this month has been a wild month. Alright, let's add the same thing over here. Give her the little earring piece. Them triangles. One triangle. Hiya. Triangle number 2. Okay, so this one, I'm gonna bring it in like that. We're just really gonna see one side like that. This one, I'm thinking we might see a bit of both sides. Because she's kind of like got her head up and back a little. That's nice. So what's this then? Well, I'm currently working on a cover page to one of my comic books for my future trade paperback. But I'm about to be doing a request mashup. So I already have one idea, and it's going to be someone's OC, and basically whatever you would like me to add to it. So if you have an idea or something that you're like, oh man, I love this, then I'll mash it up with my other idea. I'm all about the mashups. I love drawing mashups. It's super fun. Anyway, yep. But your idea doesn't have to be a mashup idea in itself, because I'm already gonna take something else and mix it and match. Just erase some of this. A couple of lines here. Oh, come on, just a little. There we go. There we go. Alright, so for now, I'm going to save this and put it away. And I'll go check out your OC that you had sent me, Robert. Hold on a second. OC. What does he look like? Uh-oh. Put it on Patreon, but I'm not seeing it. Give me a second. Here we go. All good. Okay, so I'm looking at some of your references now. Oh yeah, this character. Okay, hold on. Let me just copy this image. Copy. Come back over here. I'm gonna actually, what am I here? Yeah, earrings. Let's fuse all that together. So it's just one layer. There we are. Now I can hide all this. And let's open up my workstation. Okay, so there she is. If you've got no C, I don't know how you could send me a link to it. I don't know if you can put links up here on YouTube, but I have my Facebook page or my DeviantArt page or anything like that. If you can like message me with a link, then I can go on it to check it out. And I'm super down to mash OCs. That sounds like a lot of fun. So I've got this one here. And I'll wait for your other one. I can close this. How about a Pokemon? I'm always down for Pokemon. I love Pokemon so much. So if you would like to do a Pokemon, just who's your favorite Pokemon? Alright, let me switch up my brush. Lower down the opacity on my brush by just a bit. Let me see. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, okay, we're good. Alright, which one's perfect for this? Hook me up, Xeno. And I will go I can get the reference myself, so at this point you just need to type in a name. It's for an OC, it's a little more difficult to find, but that's why I'm always like, send me links or whatever. But if it's just something that's like popular, like Pokemon, for sure I'll be able to find it. Is it Gardevoir? Because she's my favorite and I'm always drawing her. And I feel like I could fuse Gardevoir with every single character ever. I'm just going to start doing like little sketches of what kind of idea I could think of based off this being... no, I'd like to see the Pokemon before I start doing them. That'd definitely help. Oh yeah, that was a super fun one. Well, I was thinking of like Xenoblades or Xenogears or Xenosaga, because I used to play those games when I was younger. So when I saw Xeno the Kid, I thought in my head, because it's Xeno spelt like that. And I love the game Xenogears. And Xenoblade looks awesome, and I never played it, but Xenosaga, I love that game too. Like I played the first two and never got to play the third one. Let me guess. With that sketch that was just flashed, something to do with Magearna? Yeah, it was Magearna. But come on, Xeno. Hook me up with a Pokemon. Which Pokemon would you like me to draw? Salazzle. Oh, that is a perfect one. That is a perfect Pokemon for this person. Whoops, wrong button. Copy image. Back here, let's put it in. Put her down. Didn't the link I put in work? I don't see it. Anyway, it's all good. Got it with a name. Whoops. That's the wrong. Accidentally pushed the wrong thing there. Here we go. Oh man, Salazzle. That's so perfect. I had like little hairs hitting me in the eye. In my eyeball. Alright, well, considering that this OC looks like she's all sexy, and Salazzle is the sex Pokemon, got an idea. That's good. Okay. Let's make my brush a little less strong because I want it to be a really light sketch here. You would not believe how difficult it was to find a female Salandite. Oh, I know. I actually have a foil. I have foil. Curse me in my Magic / Pokemon card game sayings. I have a shiny Salazzle. And it took me a long time to get her. And she's 5 IVs, which it would have been cool to have 6, but I was happy at 5, so I was like, no, I'm good. I don't need more than that. Beldum catching. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that takes me back. Let's do something like this. Okay, that can go back. Salazzle doesn't seem to have any ears. We're definitely going to put the horn, because that seems like a really iconic thing. I like that. Funny story. While frustrated over Beldum catching, I found a shiny by accident. What? You know what's weird? I also found a shiny Beldum by catching them by accident. Like that, or by catching one by accident like that. Like, that's really funny. I've only seen, like, in the wild, shiny Pokemon, I've seen maybe 6 or 7 in my whole life. Like, I'll shiny breed for things, and that takes, like, forever. But a shiny Beldum, I saw a shiny Beldum. Well, I ended up catching it too, but it was just a terrible Beldum. And then I saw a shiny Rattata, a shiny Golbat, and a shiny Pidgeot, I believe. Let's keep it low like that. Bigger thighs. This Pokemon's got huge thighs. Now the battle tree's yours, all yours to conquer. Oh, that battle tree. It took it took me a long time to beat that battle tree. But because I did it like the hard way. Like I didn't get like I had perfect Pokemon, but they were like not necessarily the best ones for doing a battle tree. Do I give her the snapper mouth or do I? No, I'm not going to give her the snapper mouth. For the battle tree, I carry my shiny Metagross, a Garchomp with Groundium Z, and a Celestina. Yeah, that sounds like a pretty effective team. Okay, now I'm going to lower this down. I'm going to start doing some actual sketching on top of my really rough sketch. Hey Robert, what was the name of your character again? I want to write it down so I don't forget. So that way, when I name this file, it'll be like the name of your character, X Salazzle. Alright, let's increase this a little more. Choosy. Thank you. Oh geez, look at me, almost forgetting to put in like the most important part. She's got a tail. And she has a tail and definitely 100% both renditions of this character. Let me just make this a little easier to work with. So, I'm gonna make this tail coming in like that. Her really big tail, I'm gonna make it going over her foot because her foot's in an odd spot and I think it'll look nice if I cover it up a bit. There we go, like this. And it's gonna be a big tail. There, let's go like that. Coming down like this. Then she has a second tail. That's gonna be like this. Or a third tail, I should say, actually. I took the Celestina on an inline battle, and someone apparently forgot about the part flying type and spammed a weak fighting move on it. Those are like the kind of noob things you get when you play online from people. Like either the person's just incredibly good, and you're like, oh boy, this is gonna be difficult, or they don't know what they're doing. I have Gliscor is one of my favorite Pokemon, and Gliscor is such a classic, but he's ground poison. And everybody always sees him flying, so they'll hit him with abilities that'll hurt a flying Pokemon, and he's such a tank. Okay, now to actually get to work on this. Alright. Let's start off with this horn. I love me a nice, big, creepy horn. Part of why I like Gardevoir so much. Actually, before I start doing her head, I think I'm going to do the eyes. Let's modify this mouth just a bit. They're making a movie of Metal Gear? That's funny. I wonder how it's gonna be. Alright, let me give this person some eyes. Choosy has bigger eyebrows, so I'm gonna give Salazzle some bigger eyebrows. There we go. I don't like that. No, 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 no. Now to really get in there with the eyes. Kind of feels a little Grinch Who Stole Christmas. I don't like that. I'm gonna change it up a bit. Salazzle. Oh man, what a character. Good to see that after the Latios and Latias movie, Pokemon's decided to double down on their animal or their bestiality. I like that. The mouth didn't look right to me, so I'll rework it. There we go. They're going to give Gray Fox a big role in the movie, but I want to see Metal Gear like Rex. That'd be cool. Okay, something's happening with my computer. There we go. Glitch in the Matrix. Alright, what kind of mouth am I going to give Salazzle? I didn't like the way I had done it before. I think I'm gonna give her. This kind of makes her, gives her like a puckish kind of look. So maybe I'll do something like this. There we are. Looks awesome. Thanks, Robert. Clip Studio Paint. I use Photoshop for all my drawing needs. But, you know, it's like working with different types of brushes or different types of pencils and stuff like that. Whatever you like. Whatever floats your boat. Yeah, I'm gonna be mixing these two up. Sorry, my wife was like, "What's going on over here, man?" Looks like she could fit right in the Grinch Who Stole Christmas universe, though. And should she be bald? I feel like yes, but we'll see. I'll start drawing her bald, and then we'll see. Salazzle doesn't really have ears, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do like a weird looking ear like that. So it's kind of like an ear, but it kind of looks like it's not an ear. You're not sure what it is, and you're like, oh, that's alien, which is gonna give off what I want. She has like a little bun in the back of her hair there. She doesn't have anything. That's a tough call. I think this should be lower. Like here, lower. No. Too alien. Too bulbous for her head. Let's try using the good old-fashioned pen tool to try and get what I need in here. Does that look about right? There, that's good. Yeah, that looks nice. At this point, she looks like Centaur Man's helmet with 2 side horns missing. Yeah, that's true. Alright, let's now things are going to get rather explicit. But I'm not going to draw like tons of nudity here. I do have children that watch me draw sometimes, so I'm not going to go overboard. But there's nothing wrong with a little sex appeal. Love is better than violence. At least in my book it is. Let's try that again. You could add more horns if you want. I could go all out and make this like a brand new OC'd character. But I'm trying to stay true to your OC, Robert. You know what? Let's make this cut in like this, and this like that. Well, with Serena in the anime, they literally have a dominatrix as a main character on a kids show. Yeah, I know. I know, that's Pokemon's thing. Pokemon's thing, man. Like I said, like, ever since I saw that Latias film where at the end of it, Latias takes a human form and starts kissing Ash, that's when I'm like, okie dokie. That's the world they live in. And then when Salazzle's Pokedex entry came out where she basically just sexes up everything that moves, like including humans, I was like, what the heck? This is a kid's game. Like, why would they even have a character like this? Don't get me wrong, I think that Salazzle looks super cool. But I mean, it's messed up. Oh, let's make it spiky. That's nice. That works. Well, she is in her human form, and her dragon form has more horns. Okay. Okay. Don't want to get too into this hand just yet. As a lot of her body, I know it's going to cover it up. This is like the Salazzle stomach design here. Let's grab a bigger brush and get in on that leg. Ooh, I'm gonna need another layer. If I'm gonna be drawing this on top of a bunch of things that I've already kind of drawn, having a nice fresh layer is gonna be beneficial. Robert, do you happen to have a reference shot of your character in her dragon form that maybe I could check out? Hey Miri, what's up? Yeah? Well, you're a pretty cute kitty. Yes, you are. Oh, let's erase that. I don't think I could get away with doing something like that. That's too pornographic. Let me put one of her tails coming down like that. Alright, I'm gonna do that for sure. I'm just gonna draw her super thick leg because Salazzle's got some thick legs. Right, another layer! Woo! Let's bring that in. It's a weird body shape for me to draw. Not offhand. Okay. 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 So I guess maybe I'll just invent things. Okay. This is gonna be bigger. It's coming towards us, the viewer. Cut that up like that. No, it's not like that. It's based off the front of her leg. Really? Hideo Kojima helping out with the new Metal Gear movie. Wow, that's cool. Alright, let's make another layer and work a bit on top of this. Not like that. Let's have it so it looks like she's ripping into the bed. I'm gonna put her on her bed. This whole drawing is gonna be heavily suggestive. But I definitely am gonna cover up her butt a bit because that's too much. Too much, man. I mean, I have no problem with it, but gotta make it. I still have to make it good for all ages. So let's see. One tail. I'm gonna make her smaller one coming out like this. Come on. Alright, we can put one there. The other tail is going to be cutting it like this. I'm gonna use the pen tool on this one. I want it to be pretty precise. There we go. And this one here, I could just make it cut in like that. You gotta keep adding things that are gonna resemble Choosy, or it's just gonna end up looking like an anthropomorphic, odd Pokemon character, and I don't want that. So I'm going to add these lines on her tail so that it represents the same thing that Choosy seems to have on her tail. There we are. And gloves. Nails. Dang it, I didn't want to fuse those layers. There we go. It's on Patreon, the bottom one. Okay. I can add those horns for sure. Oh no. Just erase this a little. Fuse it. Grab another one. So she's gonna have one horn here. Another horn here. And then she's got one horn that comes out here and here. And scales. She has 2 horns. Wonder if a David Hayter will make a cameo. He does technically exist in the same universe as Snake. I didn't know that. Let's see here. Pop that in. There we go. Let's make another layer. Make these nails. The reason I'm making them nails and not going with like Salazzle's thing is because I wanted it to resemble a bit more like the other character. Huh, that's cool. Alright, let's see here. You know what? I'm gonna give her the same kind of thing that I have on her arms. I'm gonna put it on her legs too. Let's give her like some socks. Ugh. Brush. Whoa, it just keeps making that sharp spike for some reason. Probably because my tablet is failing me. I need to buy a new tablet. I know I do, but I'm really trying to like stall. I'm hoping that this can last me at least another year. I do not have the funds to buy a whole new tablet. I'm gonna add scales afterwards. I'm pretty much done with her, so now I'm gonna start drawing like the bed and pillows and stuff she's on. Tons of pillows. Actually, this one will be like a heart pillow. Let's hide the sketch so I can start putting in some detail. Alright. Now it's time to make some of my lines a little thicker. Just add a couple more little scale details. This one's really cool. It's a fun one. It's different than what I'm normally used to drawing. There's an OC redesign I'm looking forward to later. The reason why is because it's currently just a mirror of my main OC, and I have a great idea for it. Well, you know, next time I'm doing this, man, like seriously, send me a link to your thing, and I'll draw it. Okay, I'm gonna make another layer to go over all my lines really fast. And then I should be done in the next like minute or so. It's like this leg's coming out at us quite a bit, so I'm gonna make it a little, the line art a little thicker. Same with this leg. Hey, you could add her hair. I could. I could add hair. But how often do you get a bald monster woman? I think it looks unique. Whoops. There we go. I'm personally into hair. I love hair an awful lot. But I think it's because of that I'm always like that I find this unique because there's no hair on her. I think I might leave it like that. But you know what? Just for you, Robert, I'll put a bit of hair, just see what it looks like. I'll try it out. Just I know myself, and if I see her with hair, I'm probably going to be like, oh man, I should totally put hair on this. Right. I'm just going to sign it right now. Like, I guess maybe here. There we are. Okay, I really want to add something to this really quickly. Maybe I can put that under the line Oops, that's wrong. Wrong brush. Let's try this. Too big. You know, like when a Pokemon uses sweet scent. I spam sweet scent with my Serena when catching the Tapu. Oh man, I bet. That Tapu. I thought that when you were fighting the Tapus, you only had that one chance to, like, I had no idea you could just re-battle them. So that first fight, oh man, I had no clue and it was like stressful. There we go. Should I put this in top or behind? I kind of like it on top. I think it's nicer. Okay. Now, like I said, Robert, I'm gonna try drawing it real quick with some hair just to see what it looks like. But I really like it without hair. I think it's unique, and I'm done for the day. So let's try with this hair. So if I drew with hair, then she'd have like a little bun here. Yeah, it looks super nice with hair. I love hair. It's just bald is so unique. I gotta stick with it being bald. I'm sorry, Robert. It's different. But one thing I do want to do is I'm gonna just add a bit of green for her eyes. And then a little bit of this super nice blue for the inside here. That's too strong, the colors, especially since the rest of this is like really just black and white. So adding a mild bit of color is going to be nice, but the other way was too intense. Alright, let's fuse it all together. I think we're done here. Okay. Finished a Salazzle and Choosy illustration today. I can delete the sketch. And a few weeks ago we done Magirna and May from Avatar: The Last Airbender. And this week we have Choosy and Salazzle. Let me just fix this up real quick. Brilliant. Thanks, Zeno. X47. That'll be for next week. Alright. So now I'm going to read my PSA that I read now at the end of all my live streaming. Thus ends my live streaming session for today. Yet the real challenge begins, listening to my 2-minute long advertisement on me, myself, and I. All links mentioned will be in the description below this video. At a young age, I realized sleep was for suckers, and I could get way more down by avoiding it altogether. Now that I'm older, all I want to do is sleep. I work like crazy, and with your epic support of $3 a month, not only do you get access to high-quality files with all the sketches or pinups I've completed each month, but you give me a few more minutes of rest each day. And I can't possibly express my gratitude for this. So how about praise from a local celebrity? Cool.
Hello, I'm Devastator! Thank you for supporting Eric Taryn Mullins.
Oh, Devastator. You're so big and wobbly. But still loved. Some people are into old retro things. You know who you are. Well, I have all my older sketches and drawings available for purchase up on my Gumroad page. Hold up a second. This is life or death important. My comic book is named Blythe. I write it, draw it, publish it, basically everything it. I want to give it life like Frankenstein did his monster. But where my comic is my cute, precious, sweet monster. All the viewers are its beautiful electricity coursing through its veins. Please help give my comic the life it deserves by subscribing to it and rating it 10 on 10 on my Webtoons page. And I'm gonna let you in on a secret. I have a blurry photograph of my kids from the future. Don't ask me how I got it. And with each person that subscribes and likes my YouTube videos, the photo becomes more and more clear. So help out not only me, but little Leo, Raph, Casey, and April at having an existence by hitting that subscribe and like button. You know who else is super important to the rise of my future empire? Did I say empire? I meant fun-friendly, magical friends of fun future. Well, it's you. Do you like sketching or drawing? What about making awesome costumes or cosplays? Well, you do some fan-related stuff to my comic Blythe, and I'll assure you a seat at my future galactic foothold, as well as advertising your fan stuff on all my social medias. Did I say galactic foothold? I meant Adventure Friends Infinity Team. Well, I have to go now, but don't forget that you deserve to have an awesome rest of your day. So I'll see you next time.